Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be doing my long-awaited must-have CC video. So I was planning to do this back when I was doing my must-have mods video, and I kept pushing it back and back and back. And now we're in the middle of July and I'm only just now getting around to doing it. So I thought I should just sit down before this storm hits and get it done for you guys. So there's quite a bit of things here that I want to show you. So the first thing we're going to start off with is my defaults. So I have quite a few defaults that I have. So specifically my skin, which is by Flower Milk Sims. This is what it looks like. I have no other skin details on her, just the skin that I use. And then of course we have my eyes, which I really do love these. These are by Golly Haha, and they just look really, really nice. Oh, they look so pretty. Look at all these different colors. Gorgeous. Yeah, I really do love these. So I highly, highly recommend these. I also do have this lip override. Now I don't know if it really works with the skin that I have, but I'm gonna put it down anyways. It's been linked for the most part. It's like Pucker Up by Proper Sims or something like that. So you guys have probably, if you've checked my resources, you probably have already seen that in the past. So there's that. On to some other things. So I have gotten a lot of people asking about my underwear for my female Sims. These are actually defaults by Grim Cookies. They also came out with like a whole like intimates collection where you can change them up in CAS. But I wanted to have the default because, well, I'm sick of seeing that pink underwear set. So I also do have a version for males, which let me show you real quick. Let me just grab a sim. So this is what the male version looks like. I really like it because, you know, it's nice to have a little bit of change in Create a Sim, and these are just like some simple things that really do change it for me. Now, the next thing I have is a override. It's not really considered a default, but as you guys know, The Sims came out with piercings. And of course, the piercings are really big, and if you're like me and you think that they're too big, well, there's an override for it. So basically it takes the piercings and makes them a lot smaller, which I freaking love because I don't know why they think that the bigger the better. I mean, sometimes that is the case, but in this case I prefer them to be smaller, so I really like that. And the same thing goes for the nose piercings. It's much more like petite and it looks, you know, a lot cuter. Same thing with the, well, it doesn't fit her nose, but if she had a larger nostril. Oh wait, what the heck? Oh, smaller nostril, I guess. Next thing I want to talk about is skin details. So if you guys watch my Create a Sims or anything of the sort, you know that I have quite a lot of skin details, like quite a lot. There's a lot in here. So I'm not going to go over all of the stuff that I have in here because we'd be here for so long. So I might potentially make a skin details video showcasing a lot of my favorites, because everything that I have in here I don't necessarily use. I kind of just have it just in case I do ever want to use it, if that makes sense. I'm kind of just like that. Now I want to go in and we'll talk about some of the stuff that I always gravitate towards. So the first thing being is the Booboo Blush. Again, this is like my go-to. I love just adding that little hint of color. There are two variants for this. There's that one, and then there's also this one. So this one's a little bit more like pinkier, I'd say. And I noticed that they actually made another blush set. So this is by Squeamish Sims, by the way. I also have a Tumblr link to everything and the names and all that, so don't worry about it. There'll be a link for everything in the order that I show it. So basically they came out with Moo blushes. So there's these. So there's more variants, which makes me really happy because if I love Booboo, I know for a fact I'm gonna love Moo. Up next is the face kit. So you guys probably have seen me use this. This basically adds a whole bunch of little details to your Sims faces to add that bit of uniqueness to them and more definition and detail, which I personally really enjoy because you can change like a simple nose like this into something different, and I love that. So anything that helps me in creating my Sims, I'm all for it. So there's different categories that this actually is in, so you can use like 3 different face kits on the same sim. So there's one right here, there's one lower down here, more so. And then up next is the I apologize, eye bags. So this is also another little added bit of detail that just adds to your Sims. It makes me wish that the Sims actually gave us more skin details in general, like even a part of packs or even just updates, because I feel like we don't really have much. If you really look at skin details without any custom content that I do have, there isn't really much there. So moving on to some skins that I really like to use. So one that I gravitate towards is Gaia by Divine Cap. There's this one. Then we have Tulip. There's a lot of skins by Sammy XOX that I just truly adore. They include so much details into their skins and like different various swatches that you can use on them. So this is really nice, especially when you like put makeup on and everything. It just looks really good. Another one by them is the Jody skin. So the same thing goes for it. There's a bunch of different swatches that add different amounts of detail to them. There's that one. And they also have the cookie dough skin, which is kind of similar to a skin that I used to use. I think it was this one, Maxi Match. I haven't actually used this skin in a hot minute. So before we completely move on from skin details, I wanted to show off some beauty marks that I have that I tend to go for. So there's this one called Shine Mole Kit by Vegan Trait. There's a whole bunch of different little beauty marks that you can put on your Sims faces, which I love. This is something that I always try to add to my Sims, is like their like own little signature beauty mark that they have. So I really love that. And then there's also one that I've used for quite a while, which is it's called Moxie, but I can't remember the creator. It's like Hugh or something like that. I honestly don't remember the pronunciation of it, but these have been like my absolute go-to. Still love them to this day. We'll also be linking them. And my most recent kind of favorite has been these beauty marks by Rat Boy Sims. They're a little glitchy with the blush. But usually like I don't mind it enough. Like this one's like pretty much fine, and they have different like shades of it. So yeah, I love me some good beauty marks. Those are them. I don't know if there's anything else that I really need to show off here, but that's like kind of like the main stuff that I like reach for when I am creating Sims. Again, I'll probably go through skin details like more so in depth, like freckles and other skins and other little details here and there that I use. These are like my kind of like tools that I gravitate towards the most when I do create my Sims. So those are them. Now, moving on to eyebrows. I love a whole lot of eyebrows. They really do change the Sims faces. Now, I'm not, again, fully Maxis. I'm kind of a Maxis mix simmer, more towards Maxis match, but I still don't mind some like more realistic looking brows. But the ones she's wearing right now are by Sims. They have really nice eyebrows, as well as Praline. They have so many. This is actually a part of a ultimate kit that they posted a whole while back. They've done like ultimate kits for a whole bunch of different things, like their earrings and necklaces and glasses. So you can definitely check out Praline for that. So there's that. And then also I really love Stretch Skeleton's eyebrows. They have a really nice variety as well. I'll be linking those. So yeah, those are pretty much the ones that I really reach for the most when it comes to any types of brows, is them. So moving on to makeup. Now, as you guys can already tell, I definitely have quite a lot of Cryptic Sim makeup. They make some amazing eyeshadows. Like when I tell you, I pretty much have like almost everything that they've probably ever made. I'm probably missing stuff now because I haven't downloaded CC in a hot minute, but there's just so much that you can download from them. They also make eyeliners. I think that they've come out with a few blushes, and then they also have a whole bunch of lips as well. So honestly, go into their page. You'll never go wrong finding makeup that you like. Truly. So like, look at this. Like you literally get so much. They also have some cute eyeliners as well. Like look at this. One of their most recent ones that they released. Oh, this one, the North eyeliner. Oh my gosh. And I think I used it in green or blue. I think it was this color. Absolutely gorgeous. Freaking love that. And then this one with like the little graphic liner details. Literally chef's kiss. So Cryptic Sim, highly, highly recommend them. But I do still also have a few other makeup pieces that I gravitate towards a lot as well. So one of them being this eyeliner. It's kind of like a very natural liner. Sometimes I don't even use the highlight bit with it. It's just like this, kind of just I don't know, it's simple, it's clean. This one by Praline Sims as well. And then recently I've been getting into graphic liner. I'm pretty sure I showcased this in my CZ haul that I did like not too long ago. But I've been really loving graphic liner. So there's different variations here, like that one. And then there's these if you want something asymmetrical. So some blushes that I tend to reach for is Richport's Cloud Paint blush. So this one I really like, especially now that like you can change the pigmentation, like that's very helpful. So you can have it really deep or, you know, take it down a notch. But they have different variations here. Again, it looks very harsh, but it's meant to also work on deeper skin tones, which is really good. And then lastly, a blush that I've been using a lot is this blush by Mikko CC. So these are really cute if you want like that flush of color on the face. I think it looks really cool. Of course, I have the Booboo Blush right underneath it, but even with that, it kind of adds to the face. So very cute. So recently I've fallen in love with these lips by Plumhead Sims. So this one is really great too because literally you can adjust the color now since, you know, they work with the sliders. So I really love that. The combinations are pretty much endless and you have the opacity, all this stuff. So I think they're just a really nice gloss with a little bit of shine there. So I don't know, these are literally like my go-to. And then not that long ago, I discovered the Honey Gloss by Urban. So what I've been doing with this a lot of the time is I like to tone it down a little bit so there's still a little bit of shine on the lips, but it still looks really nice. So those are like my two go-tos as of lately. I'll also be keeping up my old resources page for anybody who, you know, wants to go and look at my old stuff that I used to use, because there's still like things in there that I still will probably use every so often, like these glosses, which I haven't really used in a hot minute. Like I used to use this one like all the time, which I feel like I haven't touched in so long. I mean, it's still a really nice gloss. So now again, I was talking about Praline Sims releasing like their ultimate collection as far as earrings goes and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I definitely would suggest getting their earrings. I really do pretty much use mostly Praline Sims earrings. You guys have probably seen me use like these hoops in like gold a lot of the time. So I just highly suggest getting it. Like you can definitely pick and choose, like if there's stuff that you don't want in your folder or whatever, you can definitely delete them. But I don't know, there's just a lot of different earrings to choose from, and I don't know, I highly suggest getting that. So I'll definitely be linking that. So let me go into some eyelashes. So of course, I forgot to mention this. The eyelashes that I use are by Kijoko. I never know how to say their name. I totally forgot to talk about that in Skin Details. Since we are looking at eyelashes, I have some of these by, I don't remember who these eyelashes are by, but I really love these because they are so dramatic, and some of them I don't use. These are like probably like the ones that I've used the most. But if you want like huge, like thick lashes, then you can definitely use these. Like these are like more like kind of thicker natural lashes. Then we also have the Hollywood lashes. These are, I believe, just top lashes, not so much bottom lashes. These are like super like extravagant falsies. I think they're glitching with my original lashes though, it looks like. Okay, yeah, it was glitching with them. But if you put like a liner with them, you just do a simple liner, you can see that it meshes a lot nicer. So if we go back, it looks so much better. Yeah, it was glitching with the other lashes for some reason, which usually isn't the case, so I don't know why it was. I also have these ones. I think they all come like at the same set, I'm pretty sure. And then we have these lashes as well. Some of them are very like spidery. Like that's a lot of mascara that they laid on. And then I think I also have some by Sims. Yeah, there's also these. They're a lot more they're much lighter, which these are like a good like layer on top of the Kijoko eyelashes. So a few other things I wanted to bring up is nails. So I use like two different types of nails. So this one I've been using for years. It's the Sim Laugh Love nails. It's basically just simple nail polish. It comes in various different swatches. And then recently, I believe it was Synth Sims that released these like really long acrylic nails, which I freaking adore. And I believe they came out with another set that I've been meaning to download. and I have it. So you can literally have some long claws, which I think is so awesome. And they come in a bunch of various colors as well. So love that. They don't really have any must-have clothing because I switch it up a lot of the time for the most part. There's definitely like pieces that I probably use a lot, but I never really have like clothing that I always wear all the time. So the one thing that I can definitely suggest is shoes. So let us get into it. Some shoes that I've been using a lot is these Madeleine Converse. Usually I use this color or the black ones. There's also another set of Converse that I tend to use as well, which are these by Sims. Again, there's a bunch of different swatches here too. Another pair of shoes you guys have probably seen me use a lot are these, like, I don't know if you would call them combat boots, kind of, I guess. I freaking adore these. I love how platform they are. They're literally like my go-to boots if I ever need to use boots on any Sims. It's usually these. A creator that I really have fallen in love with their shoes, especially more so recently, is Dallas Girl. They have so many different types of shoes, and the thing I really love about them is like their feet are like 3D. They're not like the flat feet, which also I completely forgot to mention is I do have the default feet thing, which these are also by Dallas Girl. I believe they're only for females. I know that I used to have one that worked for males as well. I mean, let me see, let's check his feet. Oh no, I guess it does work for males as well. That's another default thing. I'll link it up in the defaults as well because I completely forgot about that. They have a lot of nice, really nice heels, which I love me some heels. So there's so many amazing shoes that they have. So highly suggest their shoes for sure. So I'll definitely link their whole page. And then lastly, I just had the pair of shoes in my head and I just totally forgot them. Oh, it's these. These thigh highs by Sente are so good. These are probably my go-to thigh high boots. I think that is pretty much it for like the shoes that I really go for. If there's any other like CC that I forget, I'll probably link it and like mention it or something like that. I'm kind of like, I had like this list that I was following, but I also went off the top of my head because I couldn't remember everything. So I've been working on this list for like months. I've finally gotten around to doing this video, so I hope this is helpful. Again, there will be a Tumblr link down in the description that'll show you guys all of my kind of must-haves and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I can't promise when you guys look at the skin details video because again, I'm just a mess and can never get videos out when I want to. But yeah, so that is pretty much it. Hopefully that answers a lot of you guys' questions. This will definitely be linked in the description of all my videos alongside my must-have mods video, so you guys were wondering about mods. So if you guys are curious about my must-have mods and must-have CC for 2021, they'll be in the description for when you need them. So I think that's a wrap on this video. Yeah, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys in a new video very soon. Bye guys.